never stop. As we shot from the top, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're in the world. Welcome to the Armory, welcome to the Full Time Sports Network, welcome to X. Hope everyone is doing well. Obviously, we're here to do the Arsenal versus PSG preview, which is obviously happening tonight at 8 o'clock. Won't be doing a watch along, but I will do a match reaction at some point tomorrow. So yeah, this one, I don't know. I don't know how I feel with the way we're performing, the way that we perform in Champions League. I have to be honest, I'm slightly concerned playing PSG. They are a version of the British team that I don't like regarding how they do things and how they operate. Yeah, I don't particularly like playing this team. I don't like talking about them. I don't really like. I used to like them. But yeah, they're not quite that team anymore. My French team's always been Monaco, but I used to have a fondness for PSG, but not so much anymore for reasons that people won't find it too hard to work out anyway. Big up to Chris. Hope you're doing well. Big up, mate. Hope you are well too. But yeah, looking at the form guide, obviously we beat Leicester City the weekend. Dramatic last few minutes, as always. Obviously, we drew to City, we beat Tottenham, we drew with Brighton, and we beat Villa. PSG, they have beat Rennes, they have drawn with Reims, they have beat Brest, they have beat Lille, and they have beat Montpellier. But yeah, the PSG are PSG, aren't they? Let's be honest. They're trying to be the ultimate power in Europe by spending a lot of money. Obviously, they lost Mbappe in the summer, but that actually clears a lot of money for them. So, you know, they've spent a lot of money on João Neves. Yeah, they've had and Doué's a very good talent, by the way. But yeah, it's not a game I'm looking forward to be honest. I really am not. Well, I'll get into what I think I'll be doing, what I think what happen later, but yeah, I'm just not looking forward to this one, if I'm honest. Just finished my dinner after doing my busy day of content. Big up to you, mate. World Grand Prix darts starting on Monday, so great more content, darts content returning after 3 months since last major tournament. Big up to Chris. Please do tune in to Chris for all different sports as well, not just football content. He does darts, he does boxing, he does tiddlywinks. But yeah, he does Formula One and he does many sports. So please do tune in to Chris and subscribe if possible. Thank you very much. Big up to my PB. Hope you're doing well, Bren. Tough game. It is. I'm not looking forward to this one, mate. I'm really not, I'll be honest. I will watch it, but I'm not looking forward to it. Obviously, I'll do a match reaction tomorrow on it. Big up to Temi saying, evening AI Poppy. Yeah, it is what it is at the moment. I'm doing my best, but yeah, 10 years time, I'll be doing every sport. You will. I can't think what it's called. I'm not sure if it is F1 motorboats or something like that. But honestly, if you can watch it, do it, because honestly, it's fantastic. It's one of my favourite ones. No reverse psychology. It probably won't work. We're always poop in Europe. Exactly. That is why I'm so fearful of it. I'll be honest. Our performances in Europe are awful. If we play like we'd normally do in Europe, we're going to get absolutely annihilated tonight. Be tight game versus hard to predict. Yeah. I'm still. Obviously, I know what I've got to do. I've got to do predictions later, but I still, even at this moment in time, I still don't know what it's going to be. But yeah, we'll get onto that in a bit. Let's move on to the next slide, just to let you know how both teams are doing. Currently, we are third. 1-4, drawn 2, lost 0. Goals scored per game is 2. Goals conceded per game is 0.8. Chances created per game is 3.8. 3 clean sheets. PSG first, 1-5, drawn 1, lost none. Goals scored per game is 3.3. Goals conceded is 0.8. Chances created per game is 6.2, and 1 clean sheet. It's very interesting about what they're going to do in goal, because I think his name's Safanov or something like that. He's been playing the last few games. Donnarumma hasn't. But Donnarumma's not on the injured list, so I don't know. Obviously, I don't know enough about PSG, and I'm really not going to go and find out too much about from them. I have managed to get some information, but it's not a team that I like speaking to if I can help it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. This is the injury list, though. Right, so we'll get on to PSG's quickly. Kimpembe is out, Ramos is out, and Hernandez is out. Dembele is not injured. He's not suspended. Coach's decision, which I find very odd due to the fact he has performed very well this season. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Obviously, something's happened. Always does with Dembele, to be fair. But yeah, he's definitely, because they have to name the squad. Oh, sorry, I've decided to bang my laptop on the table. But yeah, it's interesting one. But that's the list. As for Arsenal, it's a little bit better than it has been. But Tierney is out, Odegaard is out, Zinchenko's out, White's probably going to be out, so I've put him as out because I can't see him playing. He might be on the bench, but he'll be only on the bench just to fill the numbers. Tomiyasu is a doubt, Calafiori is a doubt, and Marino is now just a doubt. But I don't see him playing tonight, if I'm honest. I'll be honest, I don't see him playing this weekend. I think it will be sensible to say that he's not fully recovered, so he's not picked to go away for international duty, because you never know. You know what some international coaches like to do? They just like to drag them away. But yeah, interesting. Trying to think what the next slide is. I think it's my 5 to watch, so I'll be doing that in a minute. Let's have a look. Big up to Sackvik saying PSG ain't the force it once was, though. Yes, years ago. To be honest, this is years ago when they were actually a force. Weirdly, since the money comes in, I think they've become less of a force, because they seem to buy, kind of like what Chelsea are doing, buy just loads of players and hope that it gels, and it never gels. There's always issues behind the scenes. So I don't think PSG have ever really been a force since they got the new owners. I think they were beforehand. PSG were always a team that you go, don't fancy playing those. But nowadays, it's one of those. They could have a really great game against you and probably surprise you. They not really surprised, but because they got quality. But there are going to be nights where they don't look like a team. They look disjointed. You can just take them apart. So PSG is a really weird one to predict how they're going to perform. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. If we draw tonight, for example, then we have to win all the remaining 6 games. Yes, that's the problem. That's the problem we are kind of in now. We kind of have to win pretty much majority of the games. So yeah. Paul Huntington joins Bradford. Couldn't write it with Bradford and Carlisle fans. Social media rivalry. Oh, me and Bradford fans subbed to respect each other. Don't count us as rivals. Big up to that. What happens to California? He's just got a slight issue, nothing major. He should be absolutely fine. Literally, when I put people out on doubts, they're normally okay, but I have to put them as doubts because they're not 100% fit. So anyone that's on there is not 100% fit. Everyone else is fine. But yeah, Arsenal got injured. We wanted to risk it with the small squad, and it's backfiring quite quickly. I don't like teams that are all money backed. That's not my issue. It's more to do with the way that they deal with certain things regarding. I'm trying to be careful so I don't get into trouble. I'm trying to think of a way I could say it. You know how you have to do your tax every year. You have to put in your statement. Certain teams don't like to do it. They like to kind of egg it out as long as possible and just like, no, not yet. Not yet. And there seems to be a lot of Tipex used and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, kind of like that. I think that's probably the safest way I can say it. So the French equivalent of current Newcastle at top of the league. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, pretty much. Whenever Pep or any City players, past or present, also Chelsea, I don't put them anywhere near the top in terms of ranking managers and players to all time. Yeah, I agree. Sorry, just having a swig. People get upset by that. I'm like, nope, no reason. I'm glad you like it. Can we get oil out of the beautiful game? Unfortunately, no. I can see it happening more and more over the years because it's where the money is. There's some talk that cryptos will get involved at some point in buying clubs and stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to go a way that I don't think a lot of the fans will be happy. But at the end of the day, if you want your club to be successful on the pitch, then you kind of have to have an owner that is not squeaky clean. Because the squeaky clean ones don't have that much money. I would put it like that. But yeah. Yeah. By the way, Rex, I'm kind of in that category, but nothing wrong with the way they've done it. Cough. Well, yeah. No, look, I love what Rob and Ryan have done. They've done it very, very well. Weirdly, you're talking about Gary Neville. I have literally just had a chat with someone that's done a podcast on Salford. Weirdly, and yeah, it's definitely not going well. Even the fans have started to fall out of interest of it as well, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, it's not going so well there. Anyway, my 5 to watch. I want to try and wrap this up as quick as I can so I can get on with my day as well. But yeah, let's get into my 5 to watch. Okay, I'll be honest, that is not the first video I had to make. Dembele was in the first one until I found out that it was not even coming over to England. I was like, what? So yeah, that has been changed. So I was like, he is going to be such a danger, but then obviously something's happened behind the scenes. I have no idea what it is, but yeah, it's weird, but hey ho. But anyway, how can I not do a 5 to watch without putting Hakimi in? It's as simple as that. We all know who Hakimi is. We all know what he can do. He's decent defensively, but it's his attacking threat that is an absolute nightmare. So that is where we've got to be very sharp tonight against Hakimi. João Neves. A lot of Arsenal fans believing the rumours that we were very interested in him. Absolute poddy collie. Simple as that. If we were that interested in when that price dropped drastically, we would have all come in for him. No one did. He's one of those players that, yes, people scouted him, very impressed with him, but the price was always a problem. You know, the amount of teams that have gone over to Portugal spent a big amount of money on a player over there, and it's not panned out. So yeah, yes, we were interested. Yes, we scouted him, but it was never that important. But anyway, the way he's playing for PSG is very, very good. He has very good talent, and I do get why people were interested in him. I think PSG have done very, very well. But yeah, that's João Neves. We'll move on to Vitinha. Again, a very good talent. so good. This is what I was saying. Like, they've got so much good quality individuals, but there are some times where they just don't gel together. So yeah, but Vitinha is fantastic. Canton Lee, just honestly, for people that have not seen him, they need to watch him because he is a very good talent again. So dangerous, so dangerous. Very quick. He's got a very good football mind. But yeah, and finally, Bradley Barcola. How can I not talk about him? 6 goals in 6 games. But he's not even a striker, but he is so dangerous on the wings. He looks like a very, very... To be honest, he actually impresses me more than Mbappe. I've never been an Mbappe fan. I don't know what it is. I just... Every time I see him, I'm just like, eh. But when I've been watching Barcola, I'm like, oh, wow, that kid's good. It's very much like Desiree Doué, who very closely made this list as well. Because to be fair, I could have probably done easily 9, 10 players. But obviously, I strict myself to just 5. But Desiree Doué is obviously another player that is very, very good. But I went for Bradley Barcola. So yeah, let's have a look. Ryan Reynolds goes to every game. I think Rob does. If I don't think Ryan goes to every game because Ryan's obviously got acting and stuff like that, and it's quite a big chunk out of his life. I'm pretty sure Rob does. I know Ryan goes to as many as he can, but I think Rob is the main one that goes, I think. But yeah, didn't see Gary Neville and Roy Keane praise United for going all out after the red card and conceding 2. Well, there you go. He's a twat. Barcola is a speed monster. He is. Hakimi is a good win back. I think he's questionable as a fullback. But yeah, he is. He's not the greatest right back in the world, but he is one hell of a wing back. Yeah. I don't like Mbappe Tortoise. That's what it is. I just don't like him. I watched him play and I'm like, what is the fuss about? I've seen better players in my life. I think that's what it is. Obviously, I've got to see a lot of good talent over the years I've been watching football. Yes, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I've loved football for years. So I've seen so many good talents, and Mbappe is, for me, not even up there. I don't get it. Media or journalists or where, I don't know what it is, to be fair, but who make these people on look like such a pedestal, and I'm like, really? Because I would take many players over Mbappe, if I'm honest. Many. But yeah. Let's see Mbappe at Real Madrid, especially with the ultra fans. Well, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Yes, he's doing well at Real Madrid. But is that really much of a shock? Is it really a shock? You know, it is what it is, isn't it? Anyway, let's get into the battles. We'll start with the DMs. We've got Thomas Partey and Jean Neves. Total duels won pretty much on par. Pretty much same with winning as well. Jean Neves just slightly pipping it. Passing accuracy slightly better for Jean Neves, but it is definitely a battle to watch between those two DMs. Goalkeepers, I didn't know which one to go with. I don't know if Donnarumma will start tonight. I haven't got a clue because they've been going with this Sofanoff or whatever his name is. So yeah, it could be Donnarumma, it could be Safanoff, and if it is Safanoff, I do apologise because I haven't put you in here. But it is Raya against Donnarumma. Saves per game, obviously, well, weirdly, Raya's had to make 4 saves per game, where Donnarumma is making 2.3. I suppose you could probably put that slightly, and I'm not being horrible, it being the French league and not the Premier League. But we are in dangerous territory with Raya now. He is in a minus 0.42, which is not good. I don't see where that's come from, by the way. Just fully aware, because from the game against what did we play? Who did we play? City to Leicester. So it's got to be the Leicester game. Somehow that they're contributing something to him. I honestly don't see how, because I remember the first goal being a deflection that took it away from Raya, and the second one from Justin was a very good volley, which I don't think Raya could have done anything about. But it is what it is. These are the stats. I don't shoot me because I'm not the stats person, but I have to obviously use the stats to back up what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, let's move on to the icing on the top and the Magic Makers. So Kai, 3 goals in 6 games. Barcola, 6 in 6. XG of 3.48 for Barcola, 3.6 for Kai. 3 shots per game for Kai, 2.8 for Barcola. Now, again, I'm not being horrible, but this could be the comparison between the French League and the Premier League, where defences in England are way harder than they are in Europe, as most of us will know. But you have to do the fair comparison. But Kai has been doing very well for me. He's not had an outstanding season so far, but he's definitely up there as one of the better ones. The Magic Makers, obviously Odegaard would normally be here, but obviously Saka is the next in line. Creates chances. 5 assists in 6 games isn't too bad. But also João Neves, who's the DM for PSG, have also got 5 assists in 6 games. So yeah, interesting. Anyway, let's get on to people's chosen lineups. We'll go through them and quickly rate them. But yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to start with the first squad. Now, there is nearly 200 people that now do this. So I apologize. I am not going to be writing people's names because I will be there forever. So what I am now going to do is just put everyone's teams in and thank every single person that gets involved. I thank them anyway, but I'd like to do it publicly as well. But thank everybody that does this, because without you, this part would be very boring because it'd just be me. So I appreciate it. Right, let's get into these teams. So we're going to start with the first squad of Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Partey, Rice, Nwaneri, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. Not a major problem. I'll be surprised if we start Nwaneri, only because of Arteta. But other than that, I would have no issue starting him. And I would expect Havertz to start, not Jesus. But that's got to be an 8 easy. We'll move on to the next team. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Partey, Rice, Trossard. I don't like that. Saka, Martinelli, Havertz. I don't like it. I don't think Trossard's... I don't know what they're trying to do, like putting in number 10. Oh, I don't like it, though. I don't. suppose I'm going to have to give you an 8, though, and I. That's the problem, because it's the team that we've been using, and it kind of does work, but it just doesn't fill me with great excitement. I can't wait till Mourinho's back, to be honest, so we can play him. Okay, next team: Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Jorginho, Rice, Partey, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard. Midfield's very defensive, isn't it? Jeez. Okay. 7. It's going to have to be a 7. Midfield's way too defensive. We are at home. Next team of Raya, Saliba as right back. Can do it, so I've got no issues. Kivior, Gabriel, Calafiori, Partey, Rice, Havertz, Saka, Trossard, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Oh God. I don't like it. I don't have a major problem with the defense. I suppose some people are just trying to rest, but I don't really see why we're resting. We've got Southampton on Saturday, not like we got them on Friday or Thursday or something. 7. Let's move on to the next one. Raya, Saliba, Kivior, Gabriel, Calafiori, Timber as a DM. Rice, Waneri, Saka, Martinelli, Havertz. I prefer this one. Yeah, I'm going to give that one an 8. Let's move on to the next one. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Partey, Rice, Martinelli, Jesus, Saka, and Havertz. Oh, that's an interesting one up front, isn't it? I just realised Martinelli's number 10. Okay, interesting. So Partey and Rice as the 2 DMs. I'm guessing like a double pivot. Martinelli in the middle. I quite like it, to be honest, because they could interchange. Havertz could drop back, Martinelli could go forward, Jesus could go forward, Saka could check. Ooh, I like that, yeah. Now the more I'm talking into it, I'm like, oh yeah, I like it. I'm going to give that one, because it's different and I like it, a 9. Yeah, I'm going to give that one a 9. Let's move on to these 2. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Partey, Rice, Trossard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. 8. Next one: Raya, Saliba, Kivior, Gabriel, Kivior. Oh, I got a feeling that's an error there. Okay, I'm guessing that's Calafiori. Partey, Rice, Waneri, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus. Going to give that one a 8. Final 2, I believe. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Jorginho, Rice, Waneri, Jesus, Saka, and Trossard. 7. Give that one a 7. I'm going to give Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Jorginho, Rice, Saka. Saka's a 10. Jesus, Martinelli, and Trossard. 7. Yeah, I'm not convinced by that one, if I'm honest. Yeah. Probably just doesn't. I don't like it. I just don't like it, mate. Don't play Jorginho, Rice, Partey. Would have Arsenal haters please at it again. Oh, trust me. Yeah, tell me about it. Look, I try and do my best. But yeah, obviously that was Kivior and Calafiori. I just didn't change it out. Anyway, you know what's happening now. It's challenge time, people. Let's get to it. Okay, so for people that don't know, challenge rules are very simple. Choose 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from the opposition. No unavailable players, 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward from the opposition. Once you select a player, you cannot swap them. Formation of the home team is always selected. No former players, present squad only. So here we go. So obviously this is PSG that we're doing it with. Obviously, it's our formation as well. So we're going to start with PSG. So the team chosen by Nicholas. Donnarumma in goal. Hakimi, Marquinhos, Saliba, Timber, Partey, Rice, Jean Neves, Saka, Barcoli, and Havertz. Now, I don't normally get very excited, but I see zero problems with this team. Like, if this was the Arsenal, I'd be like, yes, 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 please. Yeah, this is getting a 10. I just love it. Marquinhos would cover the issues of Hakimi at the back. Donnarumma's are just like a giant in goal. Yeah, that's a 10. So well done, Nicholas. Now George has. Oh, hello. Okay, Donnarumma White. Has he failed? He has failed, hasn't he? So George has failed because I just realised White's out. So yes, George has failed. So Nicholas, you win with a landslide. Because, yeah, well done, Nicholas. But to be fair, Nicholas, you had a 10 anyway. So yeah, fantastic. But yeah, predictions. Oh, it's a tough one, you know. It's a tough one. Tough one. I'm trying to think because of the way we play in Europe, and this is the problem. That is the problem, is the way that we play in Europe. We are quite conservative. PSG are going to come here with some confidence. I'm going to have to go with 1-1. I think it's going to be quite a boring game. I'm going to go with 1-1. I think it will be a draw. And then we'll have to win the whole 6 games after that. Right. Chris has done it as well. Oh, that's easy. That's easy as well. That's a 10. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. See, when you're playing, when we're doing the challenge with like a good team, and as much as I hate saying PSG are a good team, they are. I just wish in the way they should do. But yeah, team-wise, they've got great players. But yeah, Chris, yours is definitely a 10. I like Marquinhos as a DM. Rice, Ruiz, yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. And he's thinking very much along the same wave as me. 1-1. I think it'll be a 1-1. Yeah. Could even be a 0-0, I'll be honest. With the way that we play in Europe worries me. And there's been no signs for that changing, and that's why I'm still fearful of it, because, you know, last season we were poor in Europe. So far we've started poorly in Europe. Arteta's not given me pretty much any games. I think there's maybe one that I've enjoyed, which was a game against PSV. I think we won, was it 4-0, something like that. But other than that, any game in Europe, I don't look forward to it. So yeah, we're at home to Notts County today. Hopefully Williamson knows how to make subs. I'll be honest, mate, it's happening more and more at the moment with coaches. I don't know what it is. They just are very reluctant to make subs. Arteta's been known for it lately as well, and I've noticed around a lot of different clubs, they don't want to make. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're like protecting them from something, or, you know, trying to keep the squad fully fit. I don't know what it is, but yeah, managers seem to be more reluctant to make subs nowadays. I have no idea why. It's a weird one. Temi also going with 1-1 draw. That's all 3 of us, isn't it? Let's be honest. I know we have had youth forwards, but give them chance, fresh legs. Yeah. That's how I look at it, mate. But yeah, guys, I appreciate it as always. I will be back tomorrow with the match reaction for this game. But yeah, let's see how it goes. But yeah, I'll definitely be back tomorrow at some point to do the reaction anyway. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Speak to you later. Bye bye.